OpenAI just shut down Atlas, but here's what almost nobody caught in the announcement. The company said its AI browser and agent ambitions are actually accelerating, so this isn't a loss. It's a repositioning. Think of it like a tech startup that built a great prototype. The founder steps back and realizes the market is bigger than the prototype. So she kills the original product, not because it failed, but because what she's building next is so much better she doesn't need it anymore. OpenAI just did exactly that with Atlas. Here's why this matters. The next trillion-dollar race in AI isn't about chatbots. It's about agents, AI systems that can actually use the internet the way humans do. They can browse websites, click buttons, fill out forms, and make decisions without a human telling them what to do at every step. That's the game OpenAI is playing right now. And if the company's willing to kill a project as massive as Atlas to pursue it, they're probably already building something that makes Atlas look like a proof of concept. In this video, I'm breaking down what Atlas actually was, why OpenAI's ditching it, and what they are building instead. Because this move just reset the entire race for AI agents. And OpenAI is now the player to beat. Let's rewind. Atlas launched in beta back in 2024. It was OpenAI's first real attempt at building an AI that could browse the web independently, feed it a task, book a restaurant for 4 people on Saturday night, or find the cheapest laptop with these specific specs, and Atlas would open a browser, navigate websites, click buttons, and figure it out without your guidance. The idea was brilliant. Millions of jobs exist where humans spend entire days clicking around the internet, copying and pasting information, filling out forms, searching for the right product. Automating that with AI could be transformative. Imagine freeing up hundreds of millions of hours of human labor globally. But Atlas had serious problems. First, it was slow, really slow. The AI had to think through every single click. It made mistakes. It got stuck in loops trying to solve problems it wasn't trained for. A lot of the time, it was faster to just do the task yourself. Second, there were trust and security issues. Giving an AI access to your accounts, your passwords, your personal financial data, that's a nightmare. OpenAI had to build in tons of guardrails, and guardrails make everything slower. But the third problem was the deepest one. OpenAI realized the technology inside Atlas wasn't actually where the future was heading. Here's what OpenAI figured out. The real breakthrough wasn't in building a special-purpose browser tool. The real breakthrough was in something far more fundamental: training AI models to be better at reasoning, at planning, at following complex instructions, at adapting when something unexpected happens. Once you solve that problem at the model level, you don't need Atlas anymore. A model that's smart enough to reason through a problem doesn't need a clunky special-purpose browser. It becomes capable enough to handle any task, not just web browsing. It's like the difference between a GPS device designed just for cars and a smartphone. The smartphone is powerful enough to do GPS, but it does 1,000 other things too, so it kills the dedicated GPS. OpenAI's models have gotten so much better, especially with new reasoning capabilities, that they can handle web browsing as just one application among many. And that's way more valuable than a single-purpose tool. Here's the second reason. Competitors were catching up fast. Google has its own agents. Anthropic's building reasoning models. Building one product and defending it was a losing strategy. But building models that can do anything, that's an advantage that compounds. OpenAI realized it had a choice. Keep defending Atlas and lose the race for general-purpose agents. Or kill Atlas and double down on building the most capable AI models in the world. That's when the company realized Atlas wasn't the future, the models were. So what's replacing Atlas? OpenAI isn't ditching the goal of having AI that can navigate the web. It's just building it into the models themselves. Think about the newest versions of OpenAI's models. They're getting better at reasoning, at planning, at breaking down complex tasks into steps. A model that good doesn't need a special Atlas product. It can be a plugin. It can be a feature in ChatGPT. It can be integrated into literally any application. Here's a concrete example. Imagine you're using a shopping app. You ask the AI inside the app, find me a laptop under $1,500 with at least 16 gigabytes of RAM. Today, the app's AI might search a database. Tomorrow, the AI will actually browse the open web in real time, compare prices across multiple stores, read reviews, check availability, and come back with the best option, all inside the app itself. You don't need a special browser. You don't need a special product. The AI is just smart enough to do it. This is way more powerful than Atlas ever was. A dedicated browser tool helps with one thing, browsing, but a capable AI model built into every application helps with everything. It helps you write emails smarter. It helps you analyze documents. It helps you book flights and hotels and restaurants. It handles any task that requires intelligence, planning, and web access. OpenAI's move looks strategic when you compare it to what Google and Anthropic are doing. Google built Google Assistant as a standalone product. It worked, but it never became the default assistant everywhere. So Google learned. Now it's embedding AI agents into every Google product: Gmail, Workspace, Search, Maps. Anthropic, which makes Claude, took the opposite approach from day one. It never tried to build a special-purpose browser tool. Instead, it focused on making Claude smart enough to handle complex tasks natively. And it's working. Claude's newer versions can analyze documents, browse websites conceptually, break down multi-step problems, all without a special product wrapper. OpenAI's now following that playbook. By killing Atlas, OpenAI's saying, we're not going to build specialized products anymore. We're going to build the best general-purpose AI models and let developers and partners build anything they want on top of them. This is smarter strategy than building single-purpose tools. Here's why. When you build a special tool, you compete with every other tool. But when you build a foundational model that's smart enough to power any tool, you own the entire stack. Every application that wants advanced AI capability will need to build on top of your models. That's a more defensible business. It's also a more honest assessment of where the technology is heading. The days of single-purpose AI products are ending. The future is general-purpose models that can do anything, integrated everywhere. This move just reset the game board. Before, everyone assumed the AI agent market would look like the smartphone market, a few large platforms, each with their own ecosystem. OpenAI makes agents. Google makes agents. Anthropic makes agents. They compete. But that's not what's happening. Instead, the agent market is looking more like the cloud market. Amazon Web Services built the best infrastructure, so companies build on top of AWS. Microsoft built Azure. Google built Google Cloud. They compete, but really they are all building on top of each other's innovations. OpenAI is now positioning itself as the AWS of AI agents. Build the best foundational model, make it available everywhere, let thousands of companies and developers build agents on top of it. This approach has huge implications for users. It means AI agents won't be confined to a single product. Your email client will have an AI agent. Your shopping app will have an agent. Your code editor will have an agent. Your spreadsheet will have an agent. But they'll all be powered by capable foundational models, likely including OpenAI's models. The second implication is speed. By not building a single special-purpose tool, OpenAI can innovate faster. Every time the models improve, every application improves automatically. You don't need to wait for a special product update. The third implication is competition. Companies like Anthropic, Google, and others will have to follow the same path or get left behind. The entire industry is moving away from single-purpose AI products and toward foundational models that power everything. Here's how to think about OpenAI's strategy. When you're building a technology company, you face a constant choice. Should you kill this product or double down on it? The answer depends on two things. First, is this product the best expression of your core advantage? Atlas wasn't. The core advantage OpenAI has is in building capable foundational models. Atlas was a wrapper around that advantage. Getting rid of the wrapper doesn't hurt the advantage. It actually sharpens focus. Second, is there a bigger opportunity if you redirect those resources? Absolutely. The resources that were going into Atlas, engineering time, research focus, product management attention, those can now go into making the foundational models smarter. That's a high return investment. This playbook applies across the tech industry. Amazon Web Services worked because Jeff Bezos was willing to shut down custom internal tools once AWS got good enough. Nobody at Amazon cares that they are paying AWS instead of using internal infrastructure. They just care that it's faster and cheaper. Apple's willing to kill entire product lines when new ones are better. Google shut down Google+, even though they had millions of users. It's not an emotional decision. It's math. If you have limited resources and unlimited opportunities, kill the projects that are lower return and double down on the ones that are higher return. OpenAI just did that math. Atlas was a lower return play, foundational models that can power any application that's higher return, so Atlas is dead. But OpenAI's ambitions are alive and growing stronger. So here's what this means for you and the future. Over the next 12 to 24 months, you're going to see AI agents embedded into every application you use. Your email will draft responses. Your spreadsheet will analyze data. Your code editor will complete your code. Your shopping app will find deals. Your maps will route around traffic intelligently. You won't need special apps called Atlas or Agent or anything else. You'll just use the apps you already use, and they'll suddenly work smarter. The second thing to watch for is which companies own the foundational models underneath. Right now, that's OpenAI, Google, Anthropic, and a few others. That's where the real economic value is. The third thing to understand is that this is a marathon, not a sprint. OpenAI's killing Atlas because it's confident the models will get so good that the need for special tools disappears. That confidence is justified. The models are already way better than they were 18 months ago, and the trajectory is clear, but there are real challenges ahead. Security, privacy, accuracy, cost. These problems don't solve themselves. Companies have to solve them. OpenAI's moving in the right direction. By focusing on foundational models and letting applications handle the rest, the company's giving itself the best shot at building AI agents that actually work.